In this lesson, we're going to learn about learning tracks. The first thing we will do is click on the Learning Tracks button, and then it will show you all of the learning tracks that you have already created. For this lesson, we're going to add a new learning track. Click on Add Learning Track. A new window will pop up. Let's call this learning track Management Training. And below, in the descriptions, let's enter in Training for Supervisors. You can choose a color for this learning track, but we will keep this learning track the default color today. You can also assign credits, so if you would like to, you can honor credits for the student that completes the learning track. Let's add 10 credits for this track. You can also award a badge if you have badges turned on. You can let students self-assign this content in the learning track. One thing you should always remember to do is if you're using the welcome page, always turn on the visual indicator for the learning track, and then that way, whenever a student logs in, they can see a graph that shows a completion for their indicator. Learning Maps is not used unless you have a custom welcome page, so unless you've hired Traycorp to create a custom welcome page, you won't use their Learning Map selection. Down at the bottom, we can see a Send Notification when Content Changes option. If someone adds something to the learning track or they take something away from it, the LMS will send an email to the learner letting them know that it's happened. So we can turn this on and use the Include Email Template drop-down menu beneath to select the email. Let's choose Important Course Update. You can also create a news item when a piece of content changes and send news out. You can give certificates for both content and learning tracks, and those are mutually exclusive. So if you have 3 pieces of content that you added to the learning track and they all have certificates attached, you can still give another certificate for the learning track when all 3 pieces have been completed. Below, you can choose a file if you would like to select a new learning track, or you can select an existing certificate. Let's use Basic Certificate RTF. And that is what everyone will receive when they complete the learning track. Now that we have finished setting up the learning track, next we have to select the content that we want to assign to the learner whenever you assign this learning track to them. Let's scroll down and find the Coca-Cola file. Select the Coca-Cola file Profit Story. Then let's choose a couple more. Retail Design System and Smart Driver Light Duty Training. As you select the content, they will appear in the pane below. These are the 3 items of content that will now make up the new learning track. In the next tab, Email Information, you can choose to email people when a learning track is complete. You can check these boxes to inform the students and/or admin that the learning track has been completed. Also make sure to select the template. Now that we have created the learning track, we can go back to the first tab, confirm the information is correct, and select Save. The window will close. Now let's scroll down until we see the new learning track. And by clicking on the folder to expand it, you will see the 3 courses that we previously selected to make up this management training learning track. Now, if you want to go back and edit the learning track at any later time, simply highlight the track and select Edit Group, and all the property boxes will show back up again with 2 additional tabs this time. One tab is called Statistics, where you can see how many learning tracks have been assigned, how many have completed it, and related info. The next tab is Changelog, which will let you know which changes have been made to the content and who did it. This concludes this lesson on learning tracks.